Hello.
Hello.
It's 20 past.
20 seconds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you had me there.
And
So, in England, it
and
is just gone 11 o'clock.
and Chris, you know I talked
No, by
about
my clock,
how
by my clock, it's a minute to 11.
and Chris, you know I talked about how I couldn't mute my mic or I couldn't do push to talk, so I had to mute it. I fucking didn't unmute it. So the first seconds there, nobody heard me. Hey, what I said was it was like 20 seconds past 12. We started recording in 2021. So happy New Year! Well, happy New Year to me. I'm in the future because time difference.
You can see the
Yep.
future.
Now,
We don't
last time we didn't do any
careful with
introductions. Yeah, Gary, you shouldn't sing. We could get sued out of that. But last time we didn't do any introductions. This is the Free GN, Free Gamer Nuts podcast. I almost said nerds again because I'm an idiot. I am Danny, and Chris or Gary, you can introduce yourselves now.
Well, in
Yo,
the UK, we have Gary,
yo,
speak up,
what?
and you got me, Chris.
Yee.
Oh dear. Well, it's the end of 1 year for one of us.
For me, Future Boy, Future Gang. Sorry.
We'll catch up to you eventually.
Look, Danny, all I'm going to say is you're going to have to warn us if anything bad is about to happen. You have to tell us within an hour.
You know. Oh, look, it's the Sabambo apocalypse. But considering how 2020 went, that's nothing new. Honestly.
That's fair.
Well, if that actually happened, it will be breaking through bedrock.
Yeah. You know what, Chris? If you ever get a PC, I think we should play Minecraft.
Yes.
I like
The
playing
jump
that
into
with you
it.
on the Xbox 360. Not too long ago.
Yeah, wasn't that within the period of 2020?
Yes, when I got
Yeah.
like those back when GameStop had their last bastion in Denmark, the last store that sold gold memberships, like physical ones. But
And you
it's
could
gone
share
now.
it with other people.
Yeah.
Man, that just reminds me. That reminds me. My 360 still works, but I just don't have a way of using the controller because every method is shit.
I can hear a type of tapping in the background, and I can't tell whose end that is.
I'm guessing it's because it ain't me. I'm walking back and forth.
Well, it's because I mute myself on the recording, but I can't mute myself to you guys. So you can hear all the explosives, like right now, because I've unmuted.
Oh, it's freaking fireworks.
Yeah, it's fireworks. It's because it just hit 20. Everybody's blowing up the fucking sky. I live right next to Copenhagen, which is the biggest city in all of Denmark. Well, it's the capital of Denmark, and there's a lot of fireworks. And
You know, come to think of it, people have been setting off fireworks all afternoon, and you mentioning that now, there's literally none.
Hang on. Oh, just heard one from here.
well, the thing is, I don't know if it's the same in England, but I saw in the news that we bought many more fireworks here in Denmark than we usually do. It's like I think it's like 10 or 15% more than last year.
It's probably because people are buying them as private purchases instead of a bulk.
Public display.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I also think it's because more people stay in their own households, so it's not a lot of people gathering, so everybody gets their individual fireworks.
Well, you know what? I'm actually just glad that Big Ben's gonna bong.
Oh yeah, that it hasn't been hasn't Big Ben been like fucked for years?
Technically, Big Ben's been fucked since it first chimed.
Oh.
Because, remember, that's the name of the bell, and on the first chime, it cracked.
Yeah.
So when they replaced it, it cracked again. So they eventually decided, you know what, fuck it, we'll leave it. And that's actually where the unique sound of the chime comes from.
Yeah.
Because every time the hammer strikes the bell, it cracks it, but it's otherwise fine.
That's pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah.
But
Well, instead of talking about year stuff, how about we talk about some games?
yeah, I mean, should we? Okay, I suppose we could talk about the Rona, but we also want to talk about some games. So, actually, I want to make a section. Now I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it live. What have you played this week?
Honestly, it's really just been Pokemon Colosseum, and that's because I haven't played it in so long.
What about Pokemon Go?
Okay, yes, I've had Pokemon Go running, but that's literally just because I started playing it back on the 5th. So, the 5th of December. I'm already level 29.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that is... Oh. I unmuted at the wrong time!
Well, this might be a
Jesus
different,
Christ, it sounds like World War
different
9 out there.
Both of my neighbors on both sides of my house are just going fucking nuts.
Are we sure the zombie apocalypse hasn't started?
I mean, it sounds like it.
Defend
Like I said, it
yourself!
sounds like World War 9.
Well, okay, it's dying down a bit now. Chris, your turn to say what you've played this week, if you played anything.
Well, I've mainly been playing a bit of Monster Hunter on DS.
Oh.
You're going to need to narrow that one down. There are several Monster Hunter games on the 3DS, Chris.
Yeah, it's been mostly for Ultimate. Because it's just one of those social games you can play. You don't need to know the other people
Yeah.
if you're going on.
I wish I could play Monster Hunter.
Although, if you know people who actually have it and play it with them, it can go so much nicer.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing Monster Hunter with people like you two, maybe. In the future, where I also get a Switch or a DS or anything.
I'm not
Anything.
the biggest on Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
You're not a big fan, Gary?
I'm not a fan.
That's fine.
Well, what have you been playing then?
Well, Chris, you
What do
already
you mean,
know
what
one
about-
of the games I've been playing.
Mind your
It's
ass,
Skyrim.
Carry on.
I've been playing Skyrim. God damn, they're really going fucking nuts. Yeah, I played Skyrim, and I, of course, on the Halo MCC, I went in and did my challenges. Gotta get them done, get the points, so when Season 5 comes out, I can get all the armor instantly, like I usually do.
Just because you want to be able to recreate your old armor from Reach.
Oh, I've
I
already done
respect
that. I did that like the first fucking month the game came out, but what else have I been playing? Oh, I played some GTA San Andreas, because I bought that on Steam. Then I played some Dead Space 3. And you know how I talked about how I never finish games? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of links into me playing a shit ton of games. But I also bought Morrowind and Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls games. So
I can't say I've played those.
I have also not played those, but I cannot wait because I liked Skyrim. I thought it was fine, but I heard
So
those
you
were
want to
better.
go back in time?
And I'm still bumhurt that I can't play Halo Wars 2. I try. I even.
Oh! You think you got it back?
Do I think what?
You think you
I think
have it
you
back?
got it bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, of course, I know me having a 6-year-old gamer PC with a GTX 780 Ti, which to you sounds fancy, but it's really like an incredibly old graphics card. I'm still like...
Honestly, to me that sounded more like gobbledygook.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
PC Master Race over here. I'm actually really shit with my PC. I'm not very good at PCs.
Well, here's the thing on multiplayer games.
You know, I actually can't hear you over the fireworks right now, Chris.
Me neither.
Okay. Here's the thing with some multiplayer games. You either have competitive or cooperative.
Yep.
Which ones do you prefer?
Me personally, co-op. Definitely co-op. Nothing beats chaining combinations together with your friends and absolutely murdering everything in your path.
I would also agree with Gary, even though I do play a lot of competitive games, because my two friends on the internet, I can't really play with, so I do play like, well, Halo, I sometimes play Counter-Strike, but I'm not very good at it, so I don't play it very often.
Well, it seems more and more games nowadays just seem to be focusing more on competitive gameplay.
Yeah. I hate
When
that.
was the last good game title that had cooperative?
Off the top of my head, I want to yell Sonic 06.
No, that
Just
was
because I know
chaotic.
that will rile a few people. I don't genuinely believe that, and I know that there have been more recent co-op games since.
Yeah,
I really can't
Look it
think
up.
of any.
Resident Evil 5 and 6 came out after Sonic 06, Danny. Keep up.
6 was... Look, it was okay playing it with friends, but I mean, it's... I really don't like that game, I'll be honest.
yeah. It stopped being a horror and became an action game.
Okay, I'm just gonna go try to dampen the sound just slightly.
Go and try and put a blanket up against the window. Oh,
Is he throwing plates and cups out the window at them?
it did sound like it. And yet he doesn't realise he's not muted.
I am mute. Wait, am I muted? Oh, yeah, I'm muted just to say that I'm trying to close my fucking window that I never close because I have no ventilation. Okay, window's closed. I'm gonna pull the curtains because that's definitely gonna stop the sound. There we go. Is it
Yeah,
better?
I marginally.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard. But basically, when you were going to do that, we pointed out it sounds like you're throwing plates and cups at them to shut them up.
I definitely didn't buy some beers because it's New Year's and people drink. And then I have them sitting in my windowsill because it's nice and cold. Oh, hell,
I tell you, I know what Chris has had to drink.
Hey, I'm drinking
Yeah.
one right now. What have you been drinking, Chris? It's New Year's. Brandy? Scotch?
Cheap energy drink.
Oh, okay. Mixed with vodka? Because that's dangerous.
I'm not actually much of an alcohol drinker.
I mean, me neither. I mean, sometimes.
I'm even less of one.
Look, I very rarely drink alcohol, but when I do, I definitely drink.
Would you like me to tell you the closest thing to an alcoholic beverage I consume?
Chocolate
Yes.
with it.
No, Chris. Dandelion and burdock. You see, way back when, it used to be a form of light mead. It's not now. Now it's just a fizzy drink. But yeah, that's like I say. That's the closest. That's the closest to alcohol I get. Unless I'm passing someone bottle or something, I guess.
I mean, I have a bottle of vodka and some orange juice that I've been considering drinking, but, well, not the entire bottle at once. Last time I did that, it didn't go well.
Last time you did
Yeah,
that, you woke up
take
with
with
a
him.
jet.
No, last time I did that, I stayed up all night and then I went to school. So,
And then you concocted the character of Golene. I think we've gone off topic, you know.
yes, we have.
Yeah,
But that's because we're insane people. But you
I
know,
don't think we are trying to
Well,
stay on topic with all
Now,
that.
now,
background
now they
noise.
know how we got our name.
well, I mean, we're new at this podcasting thing. We're opening our trousers. Just stay with me for a second, right? We're opening our trousers. We're taking out our bollocks or our testes, and we're dipping it in the water, you know, to see how warm is it. Does it stick to my balls? Wait, where else I going with
Most
this?
people tend to do that with their toe,
Nah, dog. We're too
but those
heckin' cool.
people are crazy.
Um,
I'm gonna do that with my testes.
Would you still do that with shark-infested waters is the real question.
no, he might lose his tackle.
Now, should we try to... Okay, let's try to stay on topic. The coronavirus. How's it going in England? I've heard that it's going brilliantly. Nothing has gone wrong
Oh,
at all.
absolutely! Not only have we been in Tier 4 since the start, but now pretty much everywhere else is in either Tier 3 or 4, and there's only like one place that's in Tier 1, and I don't think any places are in Tier 2.
Sounds about right. And all
England.
those who might be in England listening to this, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I mean, it's gonna be...
I see what you did there. I was going to say it's a bit late for Christmas.
Yeah, and
Or rather, it's a bit early.
it's gonna take me some days to edit this, so it's probably gonna be like... Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't resist it.
I mean, it's fine. In reality, we should get better at that. You should have said that last week, but we didn't think about that because
In fairness, the tier thing only got updated yesterday.
yeah.
That's the 30th for those paying attention.
And Gary, I remember you mentioning something about the trains. I wouldn't mind you talking about that because I thought that was.
Oh right. Yeah. So when the tier 4 was up, like was originally announced, rather than stopping people from traveling at the moment of the announcement, they decided we will wait until midnight, even though we're announcing it in the afternoon, so that everyone can panic and spread the virus all over the country.
Oh,
Yeah, you kind of see how that turned out, can't you?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it could have been worse. There could have been like a new strain of coronavirus, like a mutated strain. That could have happened. That would have been much worse if that was the case, and definitely not.
That did happen.
No, Gary, nah. Both.
everyone's getting too relaxed. And that's a new strain.
I mean, I would like to say that how Denmark started out pretty strong, but we kind of like daddled off. That's not the right word. We've done worse and worse. So now we're like not one of the countries that did it the best. We're like halfway, like not the worst, not the best.
You started out strong, but now you're starting to struggle.
Yeah, and I
You
think
started out strong, but you're losing steam.
I think the reason why we started struggling is because we started out so strong. So everybody was like, we'll be fine. And then
They got sloppy.
yeah, then it got sloppy. But I mean, it's still compared to like, I don't want to say England because you already talked about it, but compared to America, we've done still even our sloppiest is better than their their worst. So
Look, I'm going to be honest. I feel that our sloppiest is better than the US.
yeah, but that's because of all the fucking conspiracy theories and their
That's more to do with the politics.
yeah, exactly. Like how their president was like, don't wear a mask, just drink disinfectant, just drink things that'll literally kill you.
Well, to be fair, you can't catch COVID if you die from drinking disinfectant.
True. You are correct. Maybe we should give him more
Yeah.
credit than due.
Let's not go towards America.
No, I mean,
Let's get in trouble.
well, the thing is, it's not like, look, I've known Americans in my time, and basically every American that I've ever met has been a very nice person, very reasonable. But the thing about America is there are so many people there that there are going to be large groups of crazy people. There's also groups of crazy people in Denmark and in England, but because their population is just so much larger, I mean, Christ, half of Texas has more people than the entirety of Denmark. So,
And England.
and England.
Or rather, the whole UK.
Christ,
Because Texas is so damn big, it could be its own continent.
and you know what? You know the Great Lakes in America, right? Denmark could fit, I think, 2 or 3 times the entire country could fit in one of those Great Lakes. And I mean, it just shows how small my country, the country I live in, also known as the penis of Germany, is. I live
Even
in
though you're
Testicle.
in the bulk of it.
What did you say, Gary? Couldn't hear you. over the-
Even though you're in the bollock of it.
Yeah, exactly. Even though I live in the very, very civilized Testicle, where Copenhagen is. But yeah, so there's nothing wrong with America. It's just there are crazy people there, and there are crazy people everywhere. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and they happen to elect one. But that said, sometimes countries fuck up and elect bad people. People who aren't as good at their jobs as others. I mean, Denmark has done it. Christ, there was a time in the Cold War.
England's done it.
Yeah, England has also done it. Not gonna name names, but I mean, also like Denmark.
Boris Johnson.
Not gonna name names, Chris. Not gonna name names.
You don't have to, I did.
I actually
Good point.
partially zoned out and I missed what it was that you were discussing there.
Yeah, there was a lot of explosions there.
There was also that, yes.
I'd also like to say to the people listening, the explosions that you can hear when I talk.
I'm sorry, but the exact moment you started speaking, there were more explosions going off.
I know, but I was gonna say that you can't hear the explosions all the time, but Chris and Gary can. So if they can't hear something because of explosions on my end, that's why. Why did we record on New Year's Eve? That's literally, when it comes to audio, that might not have been the best idea. When it comes to sentiment, it was a good idea.
It's proof that we're nuts.
It was Gary's fault. Because he had the
And
idea
it proves that we are
on
nuts.
your ideas and end on ours.
I mean, it's a good idea. Well, okay, the sentiment is amazing. I like the sentiment. If I had a room where I wasn't right next to the window and I had at least some sort of audio isolation, it might have been better.
Yeah.
I'm yelling not because I'm angry, but because I have to.
Because you need to hear yourself.
Things to improve for next year.
Well, we'll give it this way, Dan. For this podcast, you can fart on stream.
Yes.
Don't encourage him. You know he's going to.
I mean, if I heard okay, Chris, say it again. I think I heard what you said.
Oh god. For this episode, you can actually fart and get away with it.
Ah, I thought, yes, I can, but I won't, because I never fart. Because I just don't. It's against my
It's
culture.
because his birth instead.
Yeah, it's against my culture.
Uh,
Oh yeah, have you heard the Queen's New Year speech? Does your Queen do that? Our Queen does. I don't know if your Queen does.
Our Queen doesn't speak for Christmas, which I managed to sleep through.
Our Queen, I don't think does a speech for Christmas, but does one for New Year's. where she usually
Yeah.
smokes a lot of cigarettes and gets very drunk.
I tend not to watch TV during 2020 just because of all the doomsayers.
COVID, politics, COVID. Right?
I mean, I just don't watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
I haven't done for years, honestly.
The only TV I watch is fiction.
Actually, we're off topic again, but we already talked about COVID, so now we've got no more topics. Now we can just spew our verbal diarrhea as we please. TV shows. Have you seen any that you like this year? I have, and I know which one I want to talk about, but you guys go first.
I watched a few
While
films
recording this,
recently.
I just realised something.
Go on.
Wasn't there meant to be a new Doctor Who?
Oh!
What?
Yeah, but that plays New Year's Day.
What? Wait, like a new
Yeah.
There's
Doctor?
an episode of Doctor Who that plays on New Year's Day.
Is there a new Doctor in Doctor Who, or like a new episode?
New episode.
Oh, okay.
It's a new episode. It hasn't been long enough to cycle out what's her face.
I mean, the thing is, there have been like relatively short Doctor Who's, like David Tennant. He was Doctor Who for a very long time. And then Matt something and old guy, they were.
And then Peter Capaldi.
I really like Peter. What was his name? Bowling?
Capaldi.
Capaldi. Yes, I actually really liked him as the Doctor. But I'm also a cynical shit, so I mean.
Ah, the power of the Scot.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Okay, but like,
Right.
but you've also
I
got to
need to go.
remember David Tennant is Scottish.
I think Chris said he needs to go do something, but now when we talk about Scotland, Gary, there's two things we can talk about, which are both equally important. One, Scottish independence. What's your opinion? And two, the Scottish Pokemon trainer. Both very important. You can decide which one you talk about.
Don't really have any opinions on Scottish independence, although it will be weird. Although I assume it will actually be weird to no longer be referred to as the United Kingdom after so long, after being so for my entire life.
Yeah, but I mean, you can at least think it's not England as a whole's fault if it happens. It'd be English politics. Or politicians, or whatever.
I was going to just blame it on Wales or something, but that works.
Hey, I like Wales.
No, not the animal.
I know. The country.
As for the Scottish Pokemon trainer, there were so many people that were disappointed when her voice on Pokemon Masters had a more stereotypical British accent to it.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I was relishing in every moment because I knew they weren't going to give her the Scottish accent.
Because nobody would be able to understand her? Sorry, Scotland, it's true. I love you, but it's true.
I mean, like, there are some Scottish accents that you can understand, but you know the one they wanted would have been the thickest and the absolute most Scottish accent you could come up with.
Look, I've seen a lot of the memes, and I've also watched videos where Scottish people read them out, like, "Oh, you're from Canto, you're a wee Canto."
Yeah.
I really love that. I mean, honestly, that's what I was hoping for. Even though I haven't played Pokemon in so long. And I really wish I could.
If it helps in the main games, the character still doesn't have a voice.
I didn't know if they'd changed that yet, because last time I played Pokemon was on my Game Boy. So
That was a design decision from Game Freak. They decided they don't want characters in the main games to be voiced because it allows the player to imagine what the character sounds like. even if said character gets cast in the anime and has to have a default voice.
Okay, I'm back.
Seems like a backward decision. Hello again, Chris.
We were just talking about Scotland. But then,
I had to go briefly because I could hear an animal somewhere.
oh, like
Where was it? In a tree halfway down the road. You took forever.
I couldn't tell what room it was stuck in.
was it a doggo?
Cat.
Oh, I love fluffy animals. I'll be honest.
Uh,
I wish I had a house. Well, I had a place where I could have like a dog or a cat.
Well, since you don't, Chris, why don't you send him the picture you sent me the other day?
oh. I think it should be alright to be put in the video.
Okay,
I
then I'll edit it in.
just have to try and find picture on there. Yeah, basically one of my cats is really fluffy.
Are we fluffers?
I just remembered that I sent that right after you sent me the picture of the cat. I sent you a picture of the. Yep, I sent him a picture of the bin afterwards.
Oh,
Because he actually managed to throw a bit of trash into it from a distance.
It doesn't happen often, but most of the time it happens when no one's around. So I had to prove it to him, and that's what the picture was for. It's perfectly normal.
I'm sorry,
am I kidding?
I was mesmerized by Fluffo the cat.
Fluffy.
I love Fluffo. Fluffo. God,
That's not her name.
that's her name. What is her name actually?
You can blame my brother for this.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
It's Samosa.
Oh, so he likes the alcohol. Gary, I gotta ask, what is the swan things?
They are filters for cigarettes.
I thought they were.
I'm not going to fall into the trap of using very common British slang, because I know Americans will take the piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though when I'm in Ireland, which I haven't been because of the virus this year, but when we are, we call them that. Just because that's what everybody
And
calls
that's
them.
fair, but then you are incredibly close to where we are, so it makes sense.
Well, yeah, it's Northern Ireland. Belfast. Represent! It's Derry, not Londonderry. Sorry, just have to say that.
Yeah.
Have you seen that
We
video?
should try and some sort of social game to play as a group.
I mean,
Even if it's something simple and stupid.
I mean, I would like that. But
You know, guys, I just remembered something because I saw a notification pop up for Twitter that reminded me of something. Here's a picture of a man climbing into his Metapod suit.
I actually really love Metapod. He's useless, but I love him.
It's because he's so green.
I hate the fact that it has the nose.
I mean, it's because I also played like Pokemon Yellow recently, until I had to stop because my cartridge battery ran out, so I can't save my game, which is great. But
I know that feel, bro. I know that feel.
I just need to change the fucking battery so I can play Yellow again. I also got other Pokemon games. Well, wait, yeah, I got other Pokemon games, but the cartridges are too small to fit in my current Game Boy, so I can't play them, and it sucks.
Wait, you make it sound like you have Game Boy Advance games, but not a Game Boy Advance.
I had one. Okay. My Game Boy history is I had a Game Boy Color, then I lost that, then I got a Game Boy Advance, then I lost that, then I bought a new Game Boy Color, my brother, who's very handy, fixed it up so it worked. Like opened it up, cleaned it, did all the
Yep.
things. And I bought some games for my Game Boy Color, which was Pokemon Yellow, Kirby's Dream Land, and one other game that isn't as good as those two. But I also still have a lot of my Game Boy Advanced games, which I can't play. So that's great. I should
Good
really-
times on a
original DS,
yeah,
because that can play
because
GBA
I can
games.
still play GBA.
Yeah. Man.
Mind
Wow,
you, for
that's
whatever
still-
reason, all of the DSs I have available are absolutely tattered.
I think my original DS is still okay.
I think
But-
it is.
I know my
Anyway, I
brother.
feel like we've been sidetracked a tiny bit.
Yes.
We're back on games. It's
That-
more on track.
That's on brand. We already talked about the horrific virus that has been an inconvenience for most, but like has literally killed people. Damn.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd probably get moaned at for sharing my honest opinion, but honestly, it really hasn't affected me in the slightest. If anything,
Yeah,
it's helped me.
When people went into lockdown, it didn't affect you because what lockdown was is your normal.
Yeah. That is. You hear that? Celebratory fireworks.
People
Because
can't hear that on
because the
stream
world
because they're
knows it's
muted.
true.
Because I'm muted.
Wait, what?
Uh,
Wait, did you say that no one would have been able to have heard them?
Yes.
dear.
Glorious. Keep that in or keep it as an outtake.
Oh no, I'm keeping it all in, baby. I'm gonna do as little work as possible.
I feel like there's an adult joke there somewhere. I'll let you figure it out yourself.
People can hear what you said, but I couldn't because
Look, just remember this. Just remember this, Chris. At this point, an adult joke would be no worse than the idea of us suggesting about teabagging water,
holy
which is what we
shit!
basically open.
What the fuck? My whole entire house just shake. What the fuck was that?
Please tell me that you were recording that.
No, I wasn't. I just turned it on right when I started talking. But Christ, everything just shake. That must have been like a pipe bomb. Oh yeah, do people in England do that? Or is it just here? Where they make...
I don't actually know.
They sometimes...
I don't go out now.
Sometimes shit kids like to make pipe bombs and then put them in post boxes or mail boxes or whatever, and then just fucking blow them up.
Can you
don't think
imagine? Can
we
you
have
imagine? There was like a very important letter for them, and they blew it up, and they didn't know that they blew it up.
Yeah, I mean, it's not their own post mail boxes, Gary. It's other people's.
No. What I mean is, let's say there was a letter to be delivered to them, and it was put in that specific box that they blew up, and it was an important letter like a court summons or something.
Well, then you're fucked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh.
dear. God, that actually kind of startled me.
What the huge boom.
Yeah, well, everything shaked.
Ugh.
It must
You know,
have been
guys,
like,
I swear we've been hitting earthquakes randomly, and like this is England, so not very threatening.
yeah, we also don't really get earthquakes here.
If I still had my laptop on, I would send you the image. In fact, what I'll do is I'll
I
turn
know
on
the exact image you're on about.
the one from like 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm quite sure Danny hasn't actually seen it at all, but it's pretty well the effect of of an earthquake from back then, and it's pretty well Britain's response to earthquakes.
So it was an earthquake in
I
England.
think I might need a sneeze.
Oh, that's fine.
I was just gonna say, if he really needs to sneeze, why don't we just stop speaking, let him sneeze, and then just have you cut it out?
Yeah. Again,
Ah.
I would like to do as little work as
No.
possible.
Mute myself in time.
Yeah.
Okay, but now did you have to clean the screen?
No, don't need a clean.
Actually, the explosives has died down a bit, so
Maybe
Yeah,
they ran out of fireworks.
maybe.
Only took about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
41. But Chris, you were gonna say something about we should play a social game.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we try going into overtime, I can always make
Just
out-
something that
Okay,
we can do together. But I'm not sure what is available. You know?
Yeah, I also really wouldn't know. I mean, if you had, okay, the thing is, even if you had like laptops that weren't very good, we could maybe do a screen share, where basically we play a game on my computer, but we share the screen, and then you guys can take control once in a while. Then we could maybe play a single player game on a very hard difficulty, and every time one of us dies, we could switch. But that's the closest thing I can think of.
I think the problem with that is, as you've said, the technological limitations
Well, yeah,
on
exactly.
our end.
Because Gary, are you still just on your phone?
I am still using the phone for the call, yes, but I have
Yeah.
got my laptop on at the minute. And I'm
There
trying to find that picture I wanted to
something.
send.
There
But
might
I've
be
got
what?
to have a look at it.
Oh yeah, and guys, you know I mentioned with the laptop and the PCs and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
The reason why I couldn't check if I can make my spare laptop work is because I didn't have a charger, and I ordered one, and it was 8 days ago, so I thought it might never show up. And I emailed them, and they said it's still on its way. It just basically takes a month for them to get to my country, because obviously the postal service
Because they're too embarrassed to go to the giant testicle attached to Germany.
Yes, it's got nothing to do with vaccines and the postal service being kind of fucked. It's because it's a large testicle.
Um,
You said, Chris? That makes me think that you thought of something. Amazing.
I'm currently having a look at something. And I'm seeing if it has some sort of cross-play.
Cross play?
And- If it does, then it might be something we could play as a group with more people.
Oh.
There we go. Before anyone freaks out, I was scratching my elbow.
Yeah, Gary. Sure. Elbow. Quotation marks.
I have no idea who Mark is, but I'm not quoting him.
Well, I was referring to your test. New subject. Game.
Why would I scratch a game?
Gary, I was referring to you scratching your
DJ simulator.
yes.
I'm sorry, what was
DJ.
it, bro?
I think it was called DJ Hero or something.
BJ Hero.
I think he said DJ Hero.
Okay. Good you said that because I was in the process of Googling it, so don't worry, I was in incognito mode. Nobody will ever know that I was gonna search that. No, I mean, you guys wouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're gonna recording this and putting it on the internet. I mean, what? No, gosh, no, nah.
I have no idea if this has cross-platform capabilities, but Among Us.
I wouldn't mind playing Among Us. I haven't played it, and I do actually have the money to buy it. I haven't bought it because I don't have anybody to play it with.
Well, the mobile version is actually free to download.
I'm just
Ta-dum.
gonna see if it does have crossplay real quick.
Actually, I can help you test that. But I've started downloading the free version. So if we can actually get it working, who knows? We might even be able to add Among Us gameplay. Mainly from Danny's point of view.
Yeah, I mean, I can record it. I don't know how I'll be able to record you guys' perspectives. I don't think I can. The only way we can get your guys' perspectives is if you guys recorded it and sent it to me. But recording things on a phone is near impossible.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. I might have a way. It's more clunky than what we were already doing.
Yeah. But I mean, I think we could just do it from my perspective.
One perspective.
Yeah. I mean, if we ever get PCs, it'd be much easier because then you guys would also just get OBS and
yeah.
Then you record it, send it to me. I throw it in a blender, fucking sneeze on it.
I thought Blender was used for making 3D models.
Well, Gary, no gameplay is complete without anime titties. Wait, I shouldn't have said that very loud. People in the other room could hear me.
Right. Do you have the Among Us game?
No, but I can go buy it literally this second.
Actually try it.
Yeah. Among Us. God, it's cheap. It's €3 and 19 cents.
Okay.
Wow, this is weird.
What are the 19
Actually-
cents? How does it smell?
Smells like cheese.
This is really weird. Actually playing a game I've seen others use.
Yeah, I mean,
Does that make sense?
yeah, I mean, I've never played Among Us, so. But I just got it. Let's see how long it will take to install. God, it's gonna take all night. It's gonna
Really?
No, it's gonna take 3 minutes.
I was gonna say.
Hey, but on your isn't that like the next 10?
Well, no, it's because on Steam it actually tells you based on how much internet you have, how long it will take. So that's why when I was downloading an update for Rainbow Six, it said over a year because my internet like became very shit very quickly, but it came back. It's at 80, 94, 100%. Okay, I'm gonna start it up.
Right. If we can get a cross game going between a tablet and a computer, we might actually be able to get several more people in.
Oh, that's
Maybe. Okay, you remember the other day, guys, where
Yeah.
we briefly mentioned, oh, what was it? Yandere Simulator. And we were talking about the water physics in the buckets.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
That's the picture I've just sent. You can very clearly see that water is still in that bucket.
Right. Danny,
Yes?
have you got the game open?
I keep accidentally closing it. Because I go in on settings, I change it, and then I'm like, okay, exit settings. But apparently, the exit button is just the entire game. I understand. Okay, it's open now. It's not loud. It's open.
Right.
Okay, guys, I found the earthquake picture.
Go on to private game.
Yeah.
Now you got to enter a code. No, I haven't. I'm not sure if tabbing out of this will close it. N? B? Yeah, I'm here. Can't you hear me?
We only the N.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, 1N, V, D, S,
1N,
D.
D.
Okay.
Are you just going to
Hang
send
on.
us a message?
Would be quicker.
Yes, and we don't want people getting into our game as we're well recording this at a time where
No.
people wouldn't be able to do that.
I can't actually send you the code.
Okay. I mean, just try to say it again. 1N D.
No, the game closed because of going into typing.
Okay, what if I just try to host the game?
Okay.
Guys, I just want to point out there's like 10 minutes left.
8 minutes actually.
Yeah, I rounded up.
I mean,
Yeah, you're looking
actually,
at.
Chris, should we just wait until we're done recording and then we'll check it out?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Alright.
Well, in this New Year extravaganza, before we celebrate the fact that you're about to hit the new
The
year,
fact that we'll join you in the new year.
the fact that you will be taken back to the future, because it's back for me, because it's my past.
Your past, our future.
And we're hot on your heels.
And oh dear, somebody's having sex with their microphone.
What?
Yeah, Chris, you should stop that.
And I'm not complaining. Just putting it out there, not complaining.
I need to figure out where the microphone is on this tablet.
Well,
Because I think I put my hand over it while moving my tablet.
well, maybe that's why you sometimes sound like you're in a potato.
Well, how does this sound?
Better, actually.
Well, this is really awkward then.
No, that was me. Chaotic evil.
Oh,
Oh dear lord.
oh my. Oh, goodness me.
Oh goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious.
Great balls of fire.
You would.
And now we're talking about balls again. It has come full circle.
It comes full circle.
Like
we
a
start
testicle.
by talking about debagging water. We end by talking about setting those balls on fire.
Don't forget the fact that I live on a testicle.
We thinking about it in hindsight, we really should have looked at it the other way around, because at least then we could extinguish them.
Oh, Gary,
Oh dear Lord.
I just thought of something. You
No?
know how I named these episodes after things we've talked about? I have to put testicles in the name now. I have to do it. I mean, it's gonna be New Year, Rona, testicles. That's it. That's the episode name.
Or you could put it as New Year, Rona, and nuts, because
Ooh,
nuts actually kind of fits the whole we're nuts.
yes. Good idea, Gary. And because testicles is a very long word, and the text would become very small on the screen if I had to do that. So nuts,
Yeah.
brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you, Gavnat.
Well, it works on another level as well, since we actually introduced ourselves in this one.
Yeah. We are
That was kind of the idea.
we are the free gamer nuts. Like
And
Total
not nerds.
So it
Recall,
refers to us. It refers to
Even
the
though we're
random talk of complete bollocks.
and it also makes
Pun
sense.
intended.
It makes sense because we each only have one testicle. Right?
Uh,
I have you two.
Guy, I'm not the only.
so that means you're the dick. Got ya. I just realised what I said.
I'm a pangus.
English.
Pangus. God damn it! I don't know where my brain is so crazy. Now I'm thinking of Penguin World. What's it called? World Penguin. That
Club Penguin.
yeah, Club Penguin. Yeah.
That's close.
I never touched
I know.
that.
And they actually some of the fans made their own servers, which went a bit nuts with the sexy times.
Hey.
I know it's our job to go nuts,
Yeah.
but I mean we can't stop them from doing it.
I mean, Chris, have you ever noticed that squirrels just love us? Because we're nuts.
Do you know what I loved? I loved Chris's like, very gingerly agreeing.
Yeah.
As soon as he mentioned that, I knew where it was going. Curse you, Spider-Man.
Oh,
Oh god, now I just want to play the Pizza Time Spider-Man song.
oh God. Great. Now you're making me remember the two best PS2 Spider-Man games.
Oh god, I really liked PS2 Spider. There's one of them I really liked, and then there's one that I hated. I can't remember the names of them.
Someone's setting off fireworks early.
Well, I mean, in Denmark they've been doing it since yesterday, but now it's like completely quiet, so I haven't had to mute my mic for a while.
Yeah, here I can hear a load going off in the distance.
Sounds like they're coming from the football field.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just took out my earphones, and I could still hear some in the background.
Well, on my tablet, it's 11:59.
It is 12, 59, 14, 15 seconds, but I don't know what the time difference with seconds is, if there is one, between Denmark and
There
England.
isn't one.
Okay, well, I mean, I can tell you when it's like, there's 30 seconds now until it's your
Oh, God.
New Year.
Oh God. Well, what I want to say is I want to genuinely send a picture, but I lost the thingy, and I actually want to have that picture featured in the video.
Well, if you send it to me, I'll just edit it in. But maybe describe it to us. You have 20 seconds.
The
Oh, God.
UK earthquake.
No, I've sent the earthquake.
Yeah, I've seen that. With the chairs.
No,
Oh, one.
what I'm saying is,
Happy
I
New Year,
want to-
guys!
thank
Happy
you.
New Year.
And welcome.
So what does an hour into our future hold, Danny?
A lot of testicles.
It's for majority of it.
Yeah, mostly testicles. We also talked about games, but testicles mainly.
So basically, it's a load of old bollocks.
Aye, it's a load of bollocks.
Apparently.
And on that note, I'll
Oh
say,
Jesus! World War IX started.
oh God, wait, 9? I'm not even gonna ask. We have to end the show. It's been an hour.
Well, anyway, what I'm saying, the reason I want to send the picture is because basically it's being sent now, but it's in reference to a drink I'm gonna have when this call is done,
Ooh,
which is why I want it to send, because I doubt people will get the pun unless they were paying attention earlier.
I mean,
Is it bad that I think I already know what the image is?
You do already know what the image is. You've seen it before.
is it a samosa?
It's not a samosa.
Okay,
It is not my pet cat.
no.
I'm not going all the way to Chris's house, breaching lockdown rules just to drink his cat.
Heck, I'd drink the shit out of that fluffy little bugger. God, I love that cat.
No, you see, the pun comes from the names of what is featured in the image.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's actually sent yet.
It's still sending.
Such fast internet speeds.
I mean, I gotta be honest, guys. You know how I edit these into 15 minutes because of YouTube? We're gonna have 4 parts and then 1 part that is 2 minutes.
Or we can like trim out some of the empty space and hope that the whole dandelion and burdock thing fits. Because
you know what? Good point. I'll probably do that.
Because let's face it, it's a picture of dandelion, Yu-Gi-Oh card, and burdock. see the puns there, and I just really wanted you two to be able to see the picture at the same time I said it, but nah.
Well, you
probably, knowing my luck, that will probably send within the next 2 hours.
No, as soon as Danny stops recording, that's when it sends.
I mean, I can stop whenever. You guys just say when I should call it, when I should cut it.
You know what? You probably should just call it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'd like to say to everybody, all the 5 people listening, thanks for joining us.
If there's even that many of them.
There's probably going to be 5 people. Well, 5.5. But
oh God, that poor midget.
Chris, now we're going to get cancelled. Thanks for the. Oh God, you threw me off.
Okay, guys, before we cut this short, my mother just saw a bat.
Holy shit!
She thought it was a bird.
Oh.
Well,
on that note,
good night, good morning, or whatever time of day it is.
Yes, on that note, good night, good morning, whatever time it is.
Let's face it, we're not uploading this today. So, yeah.
I mean, people can listen to it whenever. But I've already said goodbye, so I'm gonna stop the recording.
Farewell.
No.
Now.